Past and present, money is the most craved thing that on most people's minds, but there are those people that don't always acquire value legally. Throughout time, if there's riches to be had, there's a criminal lurking. Their methods do adapt with the times, and there's no doubt that in the future it will be the same. We enter a universe where aliens are threatening humanity, and the only way to win is to take their resources. Suddenly those criminal skills and deadly ways become employable. This is RiftStar Raiders. Think XXX meets the Starship Enterprise with Jack Sparrow as captain. RiftStar Raiders has a great setting. You're the bad guy that's employed to do your worst shooting and looting for the good of all humanity. And with it being the ever popular twin-stick top-down shooter format, it sounds like the setup of a great story. It doesn't take too long to realise though, it isn't. You're thrown into parts unknown. There's only a text box to help you understand why. You find Betty, learn the controls, and take your first shots at the War Swarm, the alien AI that you've been brought in to fight against. You shoot and loot to thin the alien war swarm, and although your objectives are clear, they mostly boil down to shoot all you can, grab all you can, and get out. The story is mostly hidden in a small text box, which is hard to read while avoiding the swarm. The text boxes do have a habit of popping up at the most inconvenient times. So if the story doesn't really grip you, then what's the gameplay like? Well, the controls are simple to learn. Movement and the direction you shoot is like most twin sticks, only instead of the right stick auto-firing, you're able to choose between two different weapons with your bumper buttons. However, there is a strange characteristic where if you do use the right stick to aim, your ship slows down and becomes easier for the War Swarm's turrets to pick you out. The visuals are great and give a nice 3D perspective from a top-down game. You have a ship that can be upgraded in many ways, which includes a choice of guns and system upgrades to use. Some levels are easier if you have the short-range shotgun type weapon, and some are a lot easier when you have the long-range laser beam. It's up to you to play through the levels and find out which one you need. You can upgrade your guns and your systems using Starbucks and perks that you acquire throughout the game, giving it an RPG style element. Be aware, upgrades are non-transferable and very expensive, meaning if you decide to get through a level you need a different type of weapon, you'll need to grind through the previous levels to get enough Starbucks and perks to upgrade it enough to be powerful enough to complete the next mission. So you are nudged to grind the same levels over and over. On your own, this can become tiresome. The grind, the spike in difficulty, and the sheer number of swarm, admittedly, is not as fun as it could be, especially on your own. But find up to 3 friends to play with you, and RiftStar Raiders turns into something else. It starts to become a great multiplayer experience that you want to keep grinding away with your friends. RiftStar Raiders isn't perfect, the story could have used some voiceover, the slowdown on the right stick is frustrating, and the economy for the upgrades needs looking at. But as a co-op game, it becomes an enjoyable way to spend a few hours with your mates.